Well, thank you, Madam Speaker, and I was joined on the South Lawn today by Joe Massey, Executive Director of the Association of Manitoba Municipalities, and Natalie Hazel, Environment and Climate Change Canada, to announce the National Emergency Preparedness Week. Be emergency ready is the theme of this year's National Emergency Preparedness Week. We are fortunate that spring flooding is limited this year, but we know flooding is one of the most frequent and costly natural hazards in Manitoba and in Canada. This is a call to action for all Manitobans to prepare for emergencies, to stay informed, and to do what we can to lessen the impact of potential emergencies. We encourage all Manitobans to prepare and be ready for an emergency at all times. Preparedness starts with the individual, and each of us should be aware of our needs in an emergency. Being prepared means that you know what to do before, during, and after an emergency. For individuals and families, that means being prepared to take care of yourself and your family for a minimum of 72 hours. If an emergency happens in your community, it may take emergency workers some time to reach you. 72-hour preparedness has 3 steps. 1, know the risks. 2, make a plan. And 3, get an emergency kit. The most likely hazards in Manitoba include floods, severe storms, including tornadoes, also wildfires, blizzards, utility outages, and chemical spills. Information about risks and preparedness in Manitoba is available at manitobaemo.ca. Municipal, provincial, territorial, federal, and Indigenous governments prepare for large-scale emergencies. But individuals, families, and individuals looking out for the needs of vulnerable neighbors and families have an important role in being ready to react in an emergency. Emergency management is a shared responsibility. We thank first responders, volunteers, community leaders, and authorities at all levels who work together to build a strong and resilient province and country. The province, through Manitoba EMO, prepares and helps municipalities, communities, and individuals to be prepared. We recognize the efforts of communities to be prepared throughout Manitoba, and we do so with the Manitoba Community Emergency Preparedness Awards. This year's recipients are the rural municipalities of Cartier and Hanover, the municipality of Louise, and the Southern Emergency Response Committee, consisting of the Arm of Stanley and the cities of Morden and Winkler. The award recognizes communities with programs meeting or exceeding recognized national and international standards for emergency preparedness. The province also supports the Manitoba Disaster Management Conference, held every 18 months to increase awareness of emergency preparedness requirements. Delegates and speakers share experiences, display technology, and create network opportunities. The conference will be held this year, October 10th to 12th. And finally, Madam Speaker, a very important reminder. This Wednesday, May the 9th, at 1:55 p.m., the Alert Ready system will issue a test, which will, for the first time, include delivery to compatible wireless devices. This is an expansion of the warning system for emergencies and disasters via TV broadcasts, radio, cable, and satellite distribution and web feeds. In Manitoba, Manitoba EMO, Environment and Climate Change Canada are the only agencies authorized to issue Alert Ready messages. Thank you, Madam Speaker.